Today I'm gonna create 3 shirt designs inspired by this kind of vintage band merch. I'll also share with you guys some Photoshop tips and tricks throughout the video, so make sure you stick until the end. Let's go. Yo, what is good? It's Dixon, your boy from Intuitive Designs. Quick plug before the video starts. I got tons of free assets on my store, just like this shirt mock-up. It is all free. Just put 0 in the price box before you check out. Link in the description below. Right, so here's the mood board for this capsule. I've decided to name it Vintuitive, kind of like a combo of vintage and intuitive. It all started with this Motley Crue design. I was inspired by it, and I decided why not just go above and beyond and do a full capsule instead. So yeah, a lot of horror fantasy theme concepts, as you can see here, which will be the main theme for the drop. And then of course the muted color tone combined with the weathered vintage aesthetic. So after a brainstorm session, this is a concept that I've decided to do first. I know it looks really bad right now, but it's basically a monitor / computer with a trap soul inside of it. So I've managed to get a few stock assets close enough to the sketch from ENVATO elements. I won't bore you with the cropping part, guys, so we'll just speed that part up and talk to you guys in a bit. So now I'm gonna add this image to the working file alongside with this one as a reference because I really like the orange color to it. You know what, actually I'll probably go with this one, but not sure about that yet, so we will see. So now I'm gonna trace the outline of the screen and then just clip the ghost image to it to kind of recreate that trapped inside the screen look. Of course there will be a lot of composition work done later on, so yeah, let's see. So now I'm trying to recreate that orange glow color to the girl ghost photo. Basically, I'm using a color overlay and then testing out the blending mode until I find one that's close enough. I think this one looks pretty good, but there is some yellow tinge behind the girl, so I'm not sure about that. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep on testing out these blending modes. This is the thing, guys, you should always experiment when you're designing. Sometimes the result really shocks you.
Perfect.
To be honest, guys, I'm not sure with the orange color now because I think it clashes a bit much with the rest of the computer. I'll probably revert back to white, but for now I'm adding a static texture over it just to kind of add more character to it because it doesn't seem to blend really well into the screen, guys. So yeah, I'm just trying to do this so that it looks more realistic. Still not sold with the composition of the gold screen yet, guys. I'm moving on from that now because I feel like I worked on that way too much. Now I'm adding a starburst behind the design to really sell that vintage look. As you can see that from the mood board earlier, a lot of those designs have these kind of starbursts behind them. Next, I'll be adding a keyboard to the design just as accessory, and then maybe a mouse to complete the whole look. But color wise, I'm keeping the blue but with the more vintage hue.
Perfect.
I swear guys, there is no better way to color correct or fix composition better than the selective color tool. If you're not using this, you are missing out, guys. I'm not even kidding. It's really simple. Now I'm setting it in cyan to add lighter blue tone to the starburst in the back to get that vintage look, as you can see that I'm doing right now, and then probably add some hint of green too. So guys, my recorder stopped working for like 20 minutes and I didn't record any of the progress during that time, so apologies for that. But yeah, here's the design so far. I'm quite happy with it. I think switching that orange color back to white on that girl gold screen is a very good idea because now the screen blends way better. I actually don't know why it didn't work, to be honest, if you ask me. But yeah, after this, there'll be a few more tweaks to the colors of the design before I start working on the title. Right guys, so here's the trick on how to separate the black background for DTG printing. Go to select, color range, and then select shadows in the drop down menu. Bring the fuzziness to 0 and then set the range to 25. And then add a mask layer and then Command I to invert the mask layer, and now there you have it. This technique works especially well for vintage shirt design, so give it a try guys and let me know what you guys think. Moving on to the second design, I'll be using this poster for the color reference because I really dig that purple plus yellow combo. Conceptually though, I've decided to go with the Shrouded Reaper, you know, with its hands reaching out, kind of like overbearing or overlooking a cityscape. So yeah, that's the gist of it, but I know it's hard to imagine it in your head, I know, but you'll see it coming to life as I go. Again, I've sourced all the assets needed from ENVATO elements, so let's start the cropping part right now. Now I'm blending the skull into the shroud. I still haven't decided which blending mode to go with yet, but color wise though, I'll probably tone down that orange on the shroud to kind of like a little bit of yellow. But I do like the contrast on the left sleeve where there's a little bit of blue popping up. You know, I really love that kind of clash of colors. Next, I'll add this crazy hair stock asset I found. I'm not sure if it looks good, but let's see how it goes. You know what, guys, I am not too sure about the hair now. In my mind it looked pretty cool, but now that's here, I think, you know, it's pretty bad. But what do you guys think? So guys, now that I've cropped the cityscape out, I'm trying to find a way to composite it into the shroud in the back. However, I'm not sure about the sky now. I thought the dust sky would look good, but it just doesn't fit for I don't know why. I'll probably change it into a starry night sky, but let's see. I've decided to add a circle around the design to kind of pack it all nicely. I think in this way it looks so much better. Still not sold on that sky yet, but I'll leave that for now and then we'll do the change later in post. Now I'm of course fixing the colors and composition overall. Like I said earlier, I'm using the poster for a color reference, so I'll try and match that yellow purple tone. You know guys, this is always my favorite part in a design. But yeah, I'll try the sky one more time. If it still looks bad, then I'm definitely changing it. This definitely looks better, guys. Starry Night looks way creepier too, especially with that Reaper kind of hovering above it. You know, after this, I'll add a moon to the sky just to add a small detail, but you know, I think it makes a huge difference. And then just a couple more color tweaks before I start working on the text, and then just wrap up the whole design. guys, for the third and final design, I'm thinking about making it black and white, but not the threshold effect kind of black and white, just literally a black and white filter on top of the entire design. Conceptually though, I'm going for the sacrificial lamb idea, laying on top of a Bible and then with some accessories around it, kind of like a snake or kind of like the Antichrist concept, but I don't support any of that, okay guys? This is just a concept, okay guys? So if you're a hardcore Christian, try not to get triggered, okay? Anyway, I'm starting off with the Bible first, so I'll crop it out from the background just like always, and then we'll add a lamp on top of it. Again, I've sourced most of the assets from ENVATO Elements and from Unsplash, I think. Now I'm brushing the shadows under the lamp so that it looks realistic, like it's really laying on top of the Bible. And then after this, I'll work on the composition since the lamp is not as bright as the Bible, so I'll try to fix that. And then after that, I'll add the snake into the design. Really happy with the progress so far guys, by far the easiest one yet out of the 3 designs. Everything went pretty much according to plan finally. So now I'm adding some drop shadow on the Bible, cast it from the satanic symbol, and then after this I'll add a grunge texture to make the whole design grittier. Again, I will do some more adjustments before I do the text and then just wrap everything up and show you guys the final result.